And the newly installed Auditor General, Nancy Kabui Gathungu, says her priority will be to clear the current backlog of unaudited accounts that have stalled operations across public offices since Edward Ouko's term expired in August last year. Speaking during her swearing-in at the Supreme Court buildings, Kabui pledged to sustain the push for accountability, even as she acknowledged that fulfilling Kenya's dream of ensuring proper utilization of public funds is bound to unsettle the status quo. Gladys Mungai filed the following report.
It was a ceremony to swear Kenya's second Auditor General, Nancy Kabui Gathungu, presided over by Chief Justice David Maraga.
I, Nancy Janet Kabui Gathungu, having been appointed the Auditor General under the Public Audit Act 2015, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge the trust and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God.
Gathungu saying that she remains cognizant of the task ahead, even as she moved to reassure Kenyans that she is up to the task and will ensure no public money is lost.
The work of the office is therefore very critical in enhancing accountability in the public sector with the ultimate aim of transforming the lives of the Kenyan people. I shall therefore be holding this office in public trust, and I will be guided by the needs of the Kenyan people in asking for accountability on how their resources have been spent or managed by those in authority.
And amid fears that she might fail to measure up to her predecessor Edward Ouko, Gathungu said her office will ensure that the independence of the office entrusted to protect public funds is not interfered with.
I know we have a dedicated and professional staff at the Office of the Auditor General, and my staff will continue to ensure that we execute our mandate professionally while observing high levels of integrity. Honorable Chief Justice, this office is established under the Constitution of Kenya as an independent office, and we will be looking up to the judiciary, the parliament, the executive, and other stakeholders to safeguard the independence of the office.
Nancy, who acknowledged public faith in her predecessor's legacy, sought to steer the milestones left by Ouko through collaborations with line officers.
Owing to the gap that existed between the expiry of the term of my former colleague and predecessor, FCPA Edward Ouko, and my assuming office. This has occasioned a backlog of audit reports, and my priority, therefore, will be to put mechanisms to clear the audit backlog as soon as possible so that entities may hold their annual general meetings and development partners can also get feedback on spending of the projects they support. And most importantly, the people of Kenya and other stakeholders can get information on how public resources have been managed for their benefit.
Chief Justice David Maraga urging the new Auditor General not to be intimidated as she fulfills her mandate and to work on streamlining the Auditor General office as she crafts her legacy.
On many occasions, Kenyans have been treated to reports of misuse and outright pilferage of public resources. The duty to prevent this kind of public theft and protect public resources falls on the office that you have been appointed to, as well as the other agencies and institutions.
Head of Public Service Joseph Kinyo exuding confidence that the new office holder will deliver on her mandate.
I really wish to underscore professionalism, serving the people of this nation without any encumbrance of those aspects that may not have a bearing on what is going to help us to move this nation forward.
Nancy, who is the second Auditor General under the 2010 Constitution, assumes office at a time when the third of Kenya's budget is alleged to be misappropriated, with all eye on her office to ensure the narrative is altered. Among key factors she has to streamline is the alleged compromise of auditors to give state institutions a clean bill of health in the utilization of allocated funds as procurement departments pilferage billions allocated for projects. For Channel 1 News, I'm Gladys Mungai.